Whose car did you see in the picture?
Sergio.
And how do you know Sergio? Where did you see him?
On my tablet.
Oh, when you watched the Mod to Fame video on your tablet? That's how you know Sergio?
Yeah.
Wow. Yes, guys, that just happened.
This thing is amazing. What is this one like to drive?
It's a lot of fun. It really is. Very. The loudest out of all, by far. Louder than any car here. It's a V12, naturally aspirated, 750 horsepower. It's just insane.
And there goes your son's influence with the green.
Yes.
Did you order these side markers?
I had them put on.
Right.
I also customized the hood. I also had these side skirts made. These are worn off, these side skirts. That's not part of the car. I had those made. Again, giving it a custom touch.
I love the matte balloon white.
Right? It's different, especially with the green.
Matte balloon white is so sick. What was the design thought process behind this hood?
The Centenario. So the one-off limited supercar that they made, they have a hood that's like that, and the Veneno has a hood like that.
Yes.
So the challenge is that those hoods actually go very deep, and then there's a water pocket and everything else. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to give it just a look, the aesthetic of it.
So favorite car, 918. Let's talk about it, man. What'd you do?
Not to talk about this 918. So this is when you have to say when to stop. So the extensive modifications of this car go to the AI Media Group logo that I put on there because you don't touch this car. This car, as I mentioned, is really the future of automobile and driving and everything behind it. Now, I did work with the same person that was doing the hood on my other cars to be able to say, can we add some additional carbon fiber to the car? Maybe a lip extended on the bottom.
Correct.
There's another piece that we were thinking about doing right here as an insert to do it. But that's pretty much the extent that you want to do on this car. The aerodynamics, the airflow.
You did some aesthetics though.
Yeah, well, the whole graphics that you see on here are a livery and an option called the YSAC option on the car, which is the extra carbon fiber on the roof. The mirrors on the side is here. And then you have the actual livery as well. So This is a Porsche factory option.
Okay.
The difference that they let me do is obviously pick the number, and then I had to fight with Porsche to let me do an acid green design on it as well, because that was not an option. Great story with the car is the number on the car and how I actually got it.
What number is it?
Every car's numbered from 000 to 918.
Okay.
Obviously the great numbers, the 007s, the 911s, 918, those are all gone. But I had an opportunity to pick 821, which is my son's birthday. Now, the great part about this, not only is the car 821, my son's birthday on that day, that's the day the car was actually delivered. And it wasn't planned that way. The dealer didn't really know about it. It was just that's the day that I was able to get the car after it was PDI'd. So we picked it up on his 10th birthday.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
And then on top of that, when I picked out the numbers, my daughter's February, my son is August, hence the 28. So I always joke to my son that this can be his one day if he plays his cards right. If not, it's going to my daughter. The car itself is just an engineering marvel. It's part of the Holy Trinity. It's been proven to be the fastest of all three, up to 150 miles an hour.
Right.
After that, it really doesn't matter anyway.
Right.
I think we're reaching the limits of adhesion when it comes to tire technology and what's out there.
Correct.
And they've clocked the car at 0 to 60 in 2.2. Which just basically your eyes get sucked back into your head. And the ability to take the roof is great.
Right.
Take the roof, put it
Top
in the
off
trunk,
experience.
Top off experience. You've got the motor in the back, so you actually see flames that are shooting out. Unfortunately, you don't see them when you're driving, but everyone else can. And you can drive it in pure electric mode. So out of the Holy Trinity, this is the only one that you can drive up to 20 miles, doing up to 91 miles an hour in pure electric mode.
Up to 91, jeez.
Yep, you can bring the car all the way up before the motor kicks in. So you can literally cruise around town and not use a drop of gas on the car.
I mean, I don't think at this price point gas is a concern.
It's not
But I
necessarily
can't
a
wait till
concern.
this technology makes it down to a lower level Porsche.
Well, that's what's going on right now. If you look at the whole electronics on the screen and everything else, it's making its way down to all the other vehicles. And that's why they build these halo cars,
Exactly.
to see how far they can push the limits and then when they can actually trickle it down. The challenge with something like this, it is so far ahead of its time. I just can't imagine what the next iteration of the 918 can be, the next supercar or hypercar that'll be coming out.
That's it. I mean, what else to say?